First off, I want to thank you for joining me on this webinar this evening. So, let's start off with the very basics. What is trading? Well, in trading, you make money from the movement of financial markets. Now, those movements can be up or they can be down. Let's look at why people trade in the first place. The main reason, pretty much the only reason, is because there's a potential to earn really good money trading, and it's all tax-free. If you use a spread betting account, it's tax-free. You can also use trading as a side hustle until you get enough money, earn enough income, that it can become your main income and replace your boring day-to-day 9-to-5 job. So there are quite a few myths about trading. You know, myths like only rich bankers can trade. You know, I don't have enough money to be able to trade. I'm not intelligent enough to trade. I have to study the markets 24 hours a day. And that it's just too complicated. And that I need years and years to learn how to be able to trade. All that is nonsense. You can start trading with a couple of £100 in your account. So how did I get into trading? Well, like most people, I bought a course. I bought a course for about £3,000. Now this course was based on the GBP USD, the pound dollar, or the cable market as some people like to call it. Excuse me. Now this course was okay. The only issue was it was on the 15-minute chart, so I would sit around for sometimes a day and a half, 2 days without a trade. And that would cause me issues because I wouldn't wait for everything to line up, because I'd be itching after a day and a half of sat there doing nothing to get in a trade. And because I didn't wait for everything to line up, I'd end up losing. So I needed something a bit quicker, something that would keep me engaged a bit more. The 15-minute chart is just too slow. I was finding you have to sit in front of the screen every hour that God sends. That's not for me. So I then bought another course. This one was for £4,000. And these guys, I won't mention their name, but they sell themselves as teaching you to trade. When in fact, what they do is they teach you to put trades on depending on their software. Completely different kettle of fish. And it didn't work. In fact, the only time I made money was when I started breaking their rules and moving the stop loss to lock profits in. But they had a go at me about that, saying that I wasn't following their rules, so I wasn't doing it right. Anyway, we parted company. Next, I bought another trading course for £3,000. This involved 2 days away in London to be taught how to invest. After the course, I was even more confused than when I started. You see, one of the issues with this guy's course was that he would just say, pick a share, any share. So what you would do, you would spend 90% of your time looking for that perfect share. You'd put loads on your watch list. But then there's thousands of others out there that you just trawl through and you look through. I needed something more specific. I needed to be told, do that, and do that. Not pick something out of the 20,000 share options that are available, go and search through them all. It was pretty unrealistic. But anyway, after that, I ended up buying a set of videos from the same people for another £5,000. Now, they kept telling me that the reason I wasn't making money from their strategy was because I didn't have the magic videos. They didn't say magic, but they may as well have done. Because I didn't have these videos and I needed them at a cost of £5,000. So, stupidly, I went and bought them. And I was absolutely gutted with what I was presented with. I could have got everything from those videos free online. I was mortified that I'd spent that money on this useless set of videos. Most of them were over a decade old as well. But get this, 6 months after I finished the videos, I got a call from them asking me how was I doing, and I said, well, I'm doing rubbish. You know I'm doing rubbish. Well, they said that's because you haven't had the masterclass. That's available now for only £10,000. You see, already there's a picture building, isn't there? Trading companies just want your money. They're not interested in actually helping you to trade, but they are very interested in taking your money. I also tried bot trading with an algorithm, a robot, whatever. Put £1,500 in, turned it into £11.60 in 4 months. That was another cracking investment. But then I did finally find somebody who actually taught me to trade. And this is what iTrading will show you. So what is iTrading? Well, we teach people day trading. Okay? It's an easy to follow strategy. If you can read a map, you can follow our strategy. Literally, it's that simple. It's not a signal service. We teach you to trade. The old proverb, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him to fish, you feed him for the rest of his life. Well, we teach you to fish. We give you everything you need to start trading the very next day. So why do we day trade? Well, the 1 minute chart offers an amazing amount of opportunity. It's quick. If you miss the bus, if you miss a trade, there's always another one in the next 10 minutes or so. You're in and out of trades quickly. You haven't got any overnight charges. Those charges can rack up. I mean, the last long-term trade I was in, it cost me something like £200 in fees alone just on that trade. It's incredible how it adds up. With day trading and on the 1 minute chart, you're in, you're out, you banked your pips, job done. There's also no dividend payments. Part of the reason there was so much in that £200 I had to pay was because it was over the earnings season, and to do with dividends, they take a certain amount out of your account without telling you. You just wake up in the morning and there's been a withdrawal in your account. You also have smaller stop losses on the 1 minute chart. If you're trading the daily chart, not only do you have potential dividend payments, overnight charges, also your stop loss is going to be hundreds of pips rather than 15, 20 pips. And there's less stress. I don't know how many times I've woken up in the middle of the night and checked my phone to see how my trade's getting on, only to break out into a cold sweat. I don't like overnight trading. I just like the 1 minute chart. You can use the 2 minute as well if you like. So what will you learn on the course? Well, you'll learn how to set up your charts. Okay? You'll learn how to add the indicators to those charts. We'll run through the basics of trading. We'll show you which broker to use and why, because there's a massive difference out there in what broker you use. We'll show you, more importantly, the strategy and how it works, and make sure that you are au fait with it. It's very simple. It's surprisingly simple, and that's the beauty of what we offer. Okay, you'll also learn how to manage a trade once you're in it. We'll show you support and resistance, and more importantly, big round numbers. What do I mean by big round numbers? Well, as the price is approaching 27,800, you watch what happens when it hits it. 99% of the time, it will rebound, and we'll teach you how to trade that. We'll also teach you divergence. Now, we'll come on to divergence in a bit, but if you can master divergence, you've mastered trading, literally. We'll show you a gate system, which will keep a note of how many pips you've made, and when you've hit a certain amount, you increase your stake. You hit the amount again, you increase the stake again. We'll show you how your money can build up lovely by using this system. We'll also give you a trading plan, and then we do a summary of the day. Okay? Some people make trading complicated. I mean, look at that. Who needs 17 charts on 2 screens? How can you make a trading decision by looking at this chart? It's incredible. I wouldn't know where to begin. And look at this. I mean, that just looks like a game of Kaplunk. How can you understand that and make a decision from all those lines? It's just incredible. But some people do, apparently. We get you to start on demo, okay? We then get you to move to small money, i.e. 8 pence a pip, 10 pence a pip. That way, you can make your mistakes and it won't cost you. Because believe me, you will make mistakes. You'll go in the wrong market. You'll go in the buy when you want to be in the sell. You'll move your stop loss too close. You'll forget to move your limit order. You'll do all these mistakes and do them on demo or small money. Just imagine, our ethos is, if you, like, say, put £300 into your broker account and you turn that 300 into, I don't know, £5,000-10,000, and then you lose a couple of grand. Yes, you're going to be gutted. You're going to be, oh God, you need to sort your psychology out and go again. However, you imagine you put 10 grand in and then you lost a couple of grand straight away. I mean, that is really going to hurt. It still hurts when you lose the broker's money, but not as much, because it wasn't your money to begin with. You've taken it off your broker. So make your mistakes on small money and demo. That way you get to build your account. And once you start to build your account, you'll be amazed at how quickly the account will grow. And use the gate system to assist you with that. We give you all this on the course. Now, a lot of the time people go wrong because they use more than one strategy and they have more than one market. Because what they do is they go in a trade with one strategy, one particular strategy on one market. Okay? Everything's going great, and then they'll lose something. And once they've lost something, they think, oh, blimey. I'll tell you what, I'll try that other strategy I was given, and I'll try it on a different market. And before you know, they're losing on that as well. And then they come back to the original, and because they haven't been focused on it, they're not doing it right. They're flitting from one to another. We give you one strategy, one market, and you've just got to have the nous to use that strategy and on that market. That's all we ask. Remember, trading is the same at 10 pence a pip as it is at £10 a pip, £20 a pip, £100 a pip. The charts don't get any harder to read. It's not more difficult to put a trade on. It's exactly the same at 10 pence a pip that it is at £100 a pip. Okay? Now, this is the chart setup that we will be giving you. That's it. That's as complicated as it gets. All right? Now, although that may look complicated at the minute, believe me, it's not. I mean, compare it to that. Which is easier to follow? That or that? I think we know the answer. But anyway, from this chart, okay, we've managed to pull with the signals these trades. So you've got the first trade there for 25 pips, the second for 10, the third for 30, the fourth for 40, and the fifth for 20. Okay? Now, you don't need to trade all day with our strategy because it's the 1 minute chart. That's 125 pips in 3 hours. Now, that's not bad. Imagine that at £10 a pip. Excuse me. Imagine that at £10 a pip. That's 1,250 quid in 3 hours. That's not a bad hourly rate, is it? £400 an hour. And bear in mind, you could go on and trade for longer if you wanted to. I recommend you have a break after a couple of hours or so. But those were the trades from the setup that we provide for you. Now look at this. I can't tell with trade 1 here, but trade 2 and trade 3. Look at that. You've got divergence here. So there was higher highs over lower highs, and the market went down, just as it should have done. And then you've got lower lows over higher lows, and the market goes up. That's the beauty and the power of divergence. It predicts the future. Literally, when there's higher highs over lower highs in this particular setup, which we give you on the course, higher highs over lower highs, the price is coming down, and it does exactly that. Then it's building lower lows over higher lows, meaning the price has had enough of going down. The indicator's telling you there that the price has run out of steam. It's going back up. And what does it do? Look at it. Shoots right the way up. That's predicting the future. And we will show you how to do this. We will give you everything you need to be able to do this the next day after the course. Here's some more examples. Higher highs over lower highs. Market's going to sell off. There we go. Market sells off. Then it's lower lows over higher lows. Market's going to go back up. All you have to do is wait for the indicators to line up, get in, and it's low risk, high probability trading. We know these things are going to happen. It's not by chance. This happens time and time and time again. Every single day, I would say on almost every market, but we want you to stick on 2 or 3. That's the FTSE DAX, and the Dow, I trade the Dow, but on every single market, every single day, there's divergence playing out like this on the 1 minute chart. It really is incredible. Look at this. This is the Dow Jones, the daily divergence on the Dow Jones. Excuse me. Here you had higher highs. Look, higher highs over lower highs. Look at that. And there was a downward move, as we knew was going to happen. 1,800 pips in that move down there. And as it's making the move, look, you've got lower lows over higher lows. And then you've got a move up of 2,000 pips. And then you've got higher highs over lower highs. Market's going to sell off again. What does it do? It sells off again for another 2,000 pips. If you can understand divergence with our indicators, you know this is going to happen. You're aware that it's making lower lows. Oh, and that's making higher lows. So the market's going to go back up. You wait for the indicators and away you go. Now you can't just trade divergence. You have to wait for the other indicators to line up because it could still be diverging. For example, here, look, if you got in here, that'd be higher highs, but look, it's made some more before it finally comes down, and then you get in round about here, depending on the indicators, and away you go for 1,800 pips. But it is predicting the future, and we give you all of this. You mastered divergence, and you've mastered trading, literally. And we make sure at iTrading that you master divergence. Just imagine how that is going to change your life. So you want to look for lower lows over higher lows and higher highs over lower highs, okay? There we go, lower lows over higher lows, markets going up. Higher highs over lower highs, markets coming down. We give you, like I say, we give you this on the course. Let me give you the gate system. Now this is a live example of the trades I took from on a separate account that I just started, middle of August till the 1st of October. So a 6-week period. I started at 30 pence a pip. My target is 100 pips, and then I go to 35 pence. 100 pips, then 40. 100 pips, 50. 100 pips, then 60, 70, 80, 90, a pound. But look at the results, look. There you go, 30 pence a pip. 124 pips made £37. This next one on 35 pence, 342. That's one of those trades that you catch on the Dow and they just go. They're beautiful when they happen. I did keep that overnight. I locked in something like 250 pips and just let it go overnight, and then eventually came out for 342. Incredible trade. All from the 1 minute chart, remember. And as you can go down, you can see that the amount of money building up. And look at that, look. I've turned £800 into 1,722. So that's £922. Can you see how it adds up really quickly? This was trading about an hour and a half in the evening, no more than 3 days a week. So I wasn't, sat there all day, every day. I was, I don't trade in the day very often. I tend to start trading from 5 o'clock onwards. But if you took these results and continued the gate system, so you started on £1.25, let's have a look where we go. See, £1.25 now down to £2.50. And look at the money now. It's originally 800. It's now 4,485. Now that would be after 12 weeks. That's 3 months. That's not pie in the sky. That's a good side hustle coming into being able to make you a living at trading. Just pressing the button, just seeing the indicators line up, push the button, get in the trade. And look at this, another 6 weeks now. And it's gone, remember it started at 800, it's going 275 down to £4. And at the final figure, it's gone from £800 to 9,633. And that's in 18 weeks. That's that, 5-6 months, something like that, 4 or 5 months. It's not a great deal of time. 3 nights, at least 3 nights a week, an hour and a half each night. And those are the results that can be available. You take that on further, £5, £6, £7, £8, £9, £10. I mean, why are you going to work? Why are you bothering going to work? And that's a realistic goal that you can achieve, starting with small money. And within, say, 6 months, you could comfortably be looking at making more money than what you earn in your day job. Imagine starting trading and working your way up to more money than your day job. How exciting would that be? Imagine finishing trading at 9 o'clock in the morning and going playing golf in the afternoon. What would you do with that extra time? This can happen with the strategy that we show you. You follow the strategy and it can lead you wherever you decide you want to go. Now, at iTrading, we'll support you like no other trading course provider. We've learned from others' mistakes, okay? We offer 6 months unlimited support. That can be phone, email, Skype, WhatsApp, anything you want. It's our aim for you to succeed. We'll leave nobody behind. We want you to be able to produce those figures that I showed you on the previous page and go on way beyond there and carry on learning and making as you learn. It's an incredible opportunity. But what this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? I want you to start on small money. I don't want you to have 2 or 3 grand in your account and start trading at £2 a pip. I don't want that, okay? I want you to start off small. Make your mistakes on demo and on small money and then move up gradually. You'll feel more comfortable. You'll get more confident. And as your confidence grows, you can then increase your stake, and where it can lead you is unbelievable. It's not pie in the sky. This is true. This is achievable. People are doing this now. This is not too good to be true. Okay? What this is a chance to change your life. And I don't say that lightly. I know it sounds cheesy, but it is true. If you just follow the rules and you stick within the gate system and you spend time focusing and getting into trades only when the indicators line up, and you come out when you should do, and you just don't be greedy, and you just gather the pips here, gather 10 there, 12 there, 6 there, 20 there. By the end of the evening, you've got 50 pips. That's another 50 pips. If you just do that, you can build it and change your life. It's a chance to be taught how to trade with 6 months support. All the other courses I've been on gave you no support whatsoever. You email someone, you'd be lucky if you got a reply in a week. We'll get back to you straight away. It's a chance to build your income until you have enough regular money from trading to give up your 9 to 5. Imagine that. No more commute, no more on the train, no more Monday morning feeling. You'll bounce out of bed on Monday morning. This can give you the money and the time that you want to spend on your lifestyle rather than just spending the majority of your time in work. And you got to be quick because the price won't stay where it is for long. Okay? Let me tell you about a few people who I know use this strategy and that I've taught. There's a guy called William. He was gifted £100 off his broker. This was a couple of years ago before the ESMA rules. If you don't know about that, don't worry. But anyway, he started with small money. He built it up, and now he's trading at £40 a pip. He gets 40 pips a day, 3 days a week. I mean, that's nearly 5 grand a week from starting with money that was gifted to him by his broker. That's incredible. Steve Story, he's one of the first private clients I ever took on. I spent a couple of days with him. Well, it wasn't even a couple of days. It was a couple of days, but it was a few hours each day. So it was the course over a couple of days. He started, I told him to start on small money. He had a week or two on demo, but he didn't. He said he was going to. He didn't. He started on £2 a pip. In his first week, he made £2,758. He couldn't believe what I'd given him. And then you got Phil. Phil wants to retire. He wants a second income just to top up his pension. He's not trading full-time yet. He's doing it in the evenings, but he can see the potential. When he follows the rules, he's gone from, in a short space of time, really, from not thinking he would ever be able to trade to regularly making profit on a daily basis. And it's really going to change his life. It's going to mean that when he does retire, he doesn't have to get a job. He can just earn the £30 a day that he needs to top up his pension by sitting at the desk and trading for an hour a day, if that. So he is over the moon with what I've taught him. And now it's up to you. I mean, am I going to add your name to these guys? I hope to. I really do hope to. Now, to book, simply go to iTrading or email us at info@itrading.life. Put booking in the headline and we'll come back to you straight away. Or you can call Caroline. Like I say, we're a husband and wife team. She's my wife. We're not going anywhere. We're not hiding from anyone. We will give you as much support as we can. Give Caroline a call and she'll have a chat with how we can book. The prices at the moment, they're on the website, but they won't be staying at that price for long. I'm only, in my mind, I've got a certain amount of courses I want to fill at that price with the support, and then once that's gone, it's going to go up by £300-400. If in doubt, give us a call, have a chat. We can, if you're in Wales, we can come and sit and meet you and have a cup of coffee just to chat around the course. But I've got to say, if you start small and you build it and you're disciplined and you follow the strategy, which is an easy to follow strategy, you've seen the charts, you can do this. Anybody can do this. And look where it can lead you. It can lead to an enormous amount of money coming your way for very little work. You see, mentality, it's hard to get your head around the fact that you're just pushing a button and making money. Because, we've been brought up, work, chop, chop, busy, bang, bang. We've got to be doing something to give our time to somebody else to get money back. But this is changing. Trading is changing this. And it's a lot more simple. It's a lot more simple than what you've been led to believe. You don't need 17 charts on 2 screens. You don't need to play Kaplunk with your trend lines. It's just insane. You just need a very simple chart. You need one chart, one market, and the intelligence to use it. Okay, it's over to you. Thanks for listening, guys. If there's any questions, email us and we'll get back to you. Hope to see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.